In previous video, I showed you how we can generate, just build our GUI. So we made our GUI. So if I come here, refresh the view, so we have our GUI, but it doesn't do anything. So if we want to make the GUI works, we have to go ahead and start adding a code to generated code by wxPython. So the very first thing is we are doing that. This is the wxPython output. So we are not gonna add anything to that, because any time that I generate the code is gonna rewrite that. So if I add anything there, they are gonna be lost. So I'll just simply copy that and put it in the new folder. So I made another folder called application file, and then paste it here and rename it as my application. And then I open it with my code editor, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do here. If you remember here, we apply button here, and this apply button, if I find, so it's there. And we told them for that apply button, I want to create an event, and every time that that button clicked, that event will be activated, and basically it says that, okay, go and look for this function and run whatever is in that function. So every time I click on that apply button, so it was right here. So if I can show you, apply button in the event handler, I say that anytime that it was click, go and find this function and run whatever is in that function. So here I'll add some code to my function. So anytime that I click that, it's gonna be run. So here if we look at it, the first thing is that I want to get whatever the user input or selected. So here the first thing is that I want to go to enter text control, which was this one. So if we look at it, so it's a text enter text control, and I want to get whatever the get values that's enter into that box. So it get the value and put it in this one. Then the other values also here is the combo box here. So I want to go and see what is selected by user in that combo box, the same what's selected here and also what's selected here, and get those values. So I have the font name combo box, I have the font weight combo box, and the font size string called other, get value of all those, and then store them here. Now the text, I don't want to make any changes. The font size, I don't want to make changes. But these two, I have the font name and font weight. I have to translate it in something that the wxPython understands. So here I say that if the wxPython is Roman, then the equivalent of the wxPython for that is this. And how I get that is that if I come here in the font family, I say that this is a Roman, or if this is Swiss, or this is a modern, or any other one. So I will say that, okay, this is the equivalent one of them. Also for the font weight is the same thing. If I come here, the font weight, so you see it's a wx normal, so it's an equivalent of normal and equivalent of bold. So I can say if it's normal, so this is the equivalent of that, or bold as the equivalent of that. Then I have to create a font object that wxPython can understand it. To do that, if I can come here in the font, so in the wx font, and then you can go there and look at the document. So it basically asks for the size, family, style, weight, and the rest is optional. So here for the size, whatever is entered by the user. For the name, again that. For the style, I just use wx normal, and the font weight. After I create the font object, so then come here, I have my output box. So it's my output box. So first of all, I had to set the value of that. So what to do is that I guess whatever text entered by the user, just set as its value, and then change its fonts to whatever we just create. So let's see how it works. So if I run that, you can say that, so this is my text, and without doing anything I just apply. So this is what I get. Now if I say, okay, I don't want it, I want to change it to Swiss, so that's what I get. I want to change it to modern, and that's what I say. If I want to make it bold, so that's what I get. If I make it, for example, the Roman, and the size is 15, so that's what I get. So every time I click on the apply, my code comes here and run this function, and whatever I written in that function would be run. So that's how I can get my code run here. So that's how we can make our GUI uh, run. So make sure that just wanted to make sure when you export the file, just save it in different location than the place that you export it, and then enter whatever code you need in the output of the value wxGlade to make your GUI works.